Hi there, welcome to my channel. My name is Lele and this channel is all about tracking my personal finance and sharing my steps as I'm working towards achieving financial independence. And this is also a space where I hope you'll be inspired to budget and also to save aggressively as you work towards reaching your first 100,000 US dollars. And I hope this space also changes your view of money, and I hope the average person that has a regular job can be inspired enough to actually start saving and saving aggressively, and to even get inspired to look for alternative ways to make more income as you're working towards financial independence. This is also for someone that is looking to grow gradually and isn't interested in retiring early, but they would rather work slowly and achieve the same goals. So personally, I'm a workaholic, so it's absolutely normal for me to work a 9 to 5 and then to go after that to another job, which is what I've done to actually add on to my basket as I've been saving. Growing up, I've always had this idea that one day I will be a millionaire, and I've never looked at that big goal as something that's unattainable. So I've always known that if they're counting millionaires in South Africa or in the whole world, I will definitely one day be amongst them. And this is something that I grew up knowing. I think the Sunday Times and the Sunday Tribunes, they used to post the nicest houses in South Africa, and they would write their prices as well. I think I was like in primary school at the time, and my dad knew each time that he gave me the Sunday Tribune, he used to tell me to choose my dream house. They would show houses in the most expensive neighborhoods around South Africa, like you had your Port Elizabeth neighborhoods, and then you had your Cape Town neighborhoods, and also houses from Durban. So I knew all those suburbs by their names even when I was still in primary school, and I knew the houses there were like 30 million rands. So I've never viewed multi-millions as something that's not attainable, because from a young age my dad has always instilled that you too can own those houses. We might be living at the farm right now, but here's the Sunday Tribune. Pick your dream house and tell me why you see yourself in this dream house. That was already a habit even when I was young. I've always imagined myself in a room amongst millionaires, but I knew it was never gonna come from scamming people or something along those lines. First I thought, okay, maybe I could start a business. So that's always something that was there that has been trialed and tested. So I thought I could get into drop shipping, and then I was like, wait a minute, I don't want to deal with people or the whole headache behind something like that. That's when I put it at the back of my mind. I was like, okay, maybe I can't start a business. I don't want to deal with inventory, testing products and then finding out they're not doing well, or having a clothing line and then over time I'm bored with it. I got discouraged along the way, so I was like, maybe then, since I'm working a regular job, achieving this goal is probably just for a few people. Eventually, there's something that flipped completely in the way I was looking at it. So the first biggest hurdle that I saw was we almost got evicted out of our home, and our house was in arrears, like deep in arrears. And I watched my home that I had loved for so long almost go back to the market. That was the this is it moment where I thought, if something like this can happen, I think I need to adapt a different way of doing, because anything can happen. I could have a house and then one day we get evicted and the bank takes the house. So that's the story that motivated me the most, because now I was working towards saving my home, and that house belongs to my parents. So I thought, okay, maybe I won't be able to achieve my personal goals if I'm saving a house from arrears and it's not my house, it's not in my name. When will I get to my first million as an individual? That means in this lifetime, if I'm just looking at the income that I'm making all of that is going towards this house. So that's when I just thought, okay, maybe I could go out there and try and make the same amount of money that I'm making. I need to supplement my income, because there's no way I'm gonna come out a millionaire by the time I get to 40 if I'm hailing such a big responsibility, such a massive debt. That was when I decided I need to make the same amount of money that I'm making with my salary so that I can save a chunk. So that's when the fighter and the hustler literally was born. I looked for part-time jobs, and then the big hustle and bustle began. My why might be different to yours. You might have a different story. You might be privileged enough to take it easy. Please remember, your why is your why only. The paradigm shift where it finally clicks, that part is important. I understand that as people, we might get to that point at different stages of our lives. This is just a space where I will be sharing and breaking down exactly how I've been working, how I am building towards reaching my first 100,000, which will eventually turn to $1 million US. Thank you so much for subscribing to this channel, and I hope this motivates you to take your finances seriously, because anything can happen in this lifetime. So wherever you are watching from, I hope this motivates you as well to make sure that when you are no longer in this world, there's something that you left behind for the people that follow you to say that you did it. So I hope that motivates you to think beyond yourself and to think outside of yourself. If you're the person that in your family, you're the person that everyone goes to, you're the person that solves everyone's problem, I hope this is a space safe enough to remind you that it's okay to be the person that everyone goes to, but you shouldn't neglect yourself. So please remember to help as much as you can, but make sure that you are doing well based on your age. Make sure that you are exactly aligned with where another 30-year-old should be in the US. And then this way it makes the goal of achieving your first $1 million not something that's like so far removed from yourself, because then it's achievable. Then you can see it. You can view yourself as a 30-year-old in the UK and a 30-year-old in the United States, or a 30-year-old in South Africa. I hope this channel inspires you, and especially the average Joe working an ordinary 9-to-5 job like myself, and then on top of that clocking out and clocking in on the second job towards reaching the financial goal. Thank you so much for tuning into my channel, and I hope to see you soon. Bye bye.